What we're looking at right now is one of the most undertold and underappreciated stories of the American Civil War. This is the monument for the 1st Minnesota. This was on the second day of battle at the Battle of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The Union left flank, comprised of the Union 3rd Corps, which was moved out against orders by General Dan Sickles, was subsequently destroyed by a Confederate attack in the afternoon of July 2nd. The 3rd Corps' line breaking essentially meant that the entire not just that part of the army, but the center of the line as well, which was guarded by the Union 2nd Corps, commanded by General Winfield Hancock. The field over here, looking out on it, coming towards you, would be an entire Confederate brigade. General Hancock rode into this area wondering what he could do to help, but he only had one regiment waiting, and that was the 1st Minnesota. I don't know if you know anything about it, but a brigade is made up of about 3 or 4 regiments. Hancock turned to the colonel of the 1st Minnesota, and with a little bit of a frown, he said, "Give me 5 minutes." And the colonel and the men knew exactly what that order meant. General Hancock had just ordered them to attack a force about 4 times their own strength. And they did as they were ordered. The men of the 1st fixed their bayonets and they charged into this field. The worst part about this story is these men, these brave men, well, most of them didn't come back. In 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 85% of the men of the 1st Minnesota were dead or wounded in this field. General Hancock kept his promise though. In those 5 minutes, he was able to bring up 2 Union brigades from this direction here, and the Confederate attack was soon repulsed. But the 1st Minnesota gave basically everything that they had. When people talk about Gettysburg, they usually talk about Pickett's charge or the charge of the 20th Maine. But the 1st Minnesota is a story that needs to be told more often.